Hey yo, this is Anime Addiction 00, and this time I'm going to show you a game called Latale. It's been out for a good while now, and it's a 2D side-scrolling anime MMORPG, because you can see with all these cute little chibi characters I already have here. And I'm going to, spend a couple minutes looking in here, and hopefully I can show you, some good things about the game, because I've actually been to the game a couple times, and constantly gone back to it. So I was just like, what should I do for my next commentary? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to show them a game that I actually really like. So, here we go. Instead of going with the character I create here to show you, I'm just going to go back and do one of my newbie characters there. Because I did decide to play again. So anyway, here are the classes. You have your warrior, the primary damage dealer. You see their little stats up in here, which are their primaries and everything. You see, it's incredible strength, of course. And their main weapons down here, which help. Although, every class can actually use knuckles, as you see down here. But only skills for, their real main weapons, like a spear and a two-handed sword. You got your knight, which is your tank with a ton of stamina and hit points. They can use a club or one-handed sword. And they actually do have skills supporting knuckles, so it could be like a martial artist type of character. There's also the mage, of course. You can choose to be more supportive, or you can choose to, be just the elemental and blow everything up, or slice everything up, or whatever you like to do. You can use a staff or a dagger, so that means you can actually use a dagger and a shield if you want extra defense, but I'm not quite sure if that build works out. Never got that far to test it. You also have Explorer, which is balanced in the top 3 stats, but has incredible luck, which probably means a lot of criticals, which is the main way they do damage, I believe. And they also have skills, here, according to it. It says they have skills with, non-battle situations. I can't remember too much, though. Anyway, they can use daggers, bows, and crossbows for skills, and some of them are pretty insane. And you have the new class, the Engineer, which is balanced and everything. Pretty fine. And they use an exclusive weapon just for them, a toolbox or a weapon bag, says here. And they construct mechs and use contraptions to help them in a battle. It's pretty interesting. I hope to try it out on my own time to try out the character. Anyway, the character creation, the actual character creation, is not bad for the first basic customization options. I've actually seen much worse where you can't choose at all, or there's only like 3 options. You can choose your face style over here. You can have a little small eyes and like a tiny little smile right there. Eye color's kind of pointless with this one though, unless you have really good eyes, because I can't see it. You can choose skin tone, and for some reason your top and bottom color, even though these are your like pajamas or underwear. But anyway, that's the basics of the character creation. I'm not going to actually create it and use it. I'm going to go back and choose the ones I have before, because they're newbies, so I'll, they want to be in the world. To me, this is, some of you are probably thinking, oh, this is just another Maple Story clone. And, that may be so. I don't know if this actually, was in development before Maple Story, but I kind of doubt it, because, it was even out in like Korea and stuff after Maple Story has well been out a while. Sorry. But I really love the graphics here. They're just so nice and everything moves so fluidly. And as you can see, I'm just moving around. You use the arrow keys to move, left and right. You can double tap to dash. You can press C to jump at the moment, but only because up here in my hotkeys, it organized itself for the defaults. So right now I have X for strong attack, Z for normal attack, control to sit, C to jump, like I just said, and V to loot things that have monster drops. But there's no drops around here, so. And you can also, climb ladders and such. Go up and down, jump on and off of them, ropes, all that good stuff. Let's see for hotkeys. You have I for inventory, and I was playing around before and I apparently found free armor, so I'm going to equip that real quick. And you get some awesome free potions to use up to level 20. And if you save them good enough, or whatever, you can probably have them for a good long time. I remember I actually accidentally wasted my last 10 of them because I was so stingy with them, and I'm like, oh, they're so good, I don't want to waste them, but I ended up wasting them anyway. And here's an event item I found that's going on at the moment, a golden acorn, and it's the same thing as I remember what happened in other OGPlanet games, is that, you find these event items dropped frequently from monsters, but you can't do anything with it unless you purchase something from the cash shop. I don't know if the price is bad, but I just know I never did it. Because, you know, I don't always have the Astro cards or Game Shop cards on hand with me. And let's see other hotkeys. You have E to show your equipment and your fashion. You can also press Tab to switch between equipment sets, which is pretty handy. Let's see, you guys said... You have T for your character stats. And your PvP stats, which I'm probably not going to see improve much. Let's see, you got your pet... No, that's not your pet window. That's your party window. Well, you know, parties are good too. Okay, I can't remember them by memory, so let's see. You got your item, equipment, your status, your skills. Oh, skills, duh. Right, I think of that. You have emoticons, but for some reason it's completely empty when you start. So you either have to get lucky and find them from monsters, and also be lucky to learn them, because for some reason you can either succeed or fail. I'm not sure if it's a 50-50 chance, or it's a random percentage chance. I think each book says what your chance of succeeding in it is. So yeah, grind it up or buy them. It does feel good though when you find it. You're like, yes, I know how to express emotions now! But yes, and you can also press down to guard. I forgot to mention that with my other basic skills. It can help out when you're, you know, in a bind and you don't want to die. And there were a lot of weapon skills to choose from, and they just keep going. And of course, it takes more money and probably skill points to learn them, I think. But yeah, you have to really be careful because there's a ton of skills. You have your crafting skills between weapon crafting, accessories, armor, refining, and alchemy. And I think you only learn once per character. So, and since you can have 3 characters, or a 4th one, depending if you buy the last slot with real money, you can try to trade between yourself with the top 3 you like or want to use, I guess, if you have the bank slots to support it, trading between characters. Or just, you know, look the shops and around and stuff. That one will also take a while, unless you probably buy things from the cash shop. But it's not completely impossible. It's just gonna take a lot of grinding to, you know, get what you want. You've got support skills. For some reason, the event skills and item skill are always blank, so I don't know if that's ever going to be implemented, or if it's a mistake, or it's just going to take a while. You have class passive skills, you know, certain to that class, you know, specific to that class. There we go, couldn't find the word. And some of these are pretty good, so you gotta, I guess, do some real skill planning, or I guess do the wiki if you're really uncertain. But I like to just do whatever I want, because it feels like I'm the one making my character, and I don't like to follow guides of others, even though it may be helpful, and I'll feel good because I did it right. I'm not really doing it myself. So I just like, let's do this and this and this and hope it works. But the special skills are here. So apparently you can do use a skill point to increase one stat, you know, just like that, instead of just a percentage of it, which some of the passive skills do. So let's see other hotkeys really quick. Of course, you got your buddy list, you got your quests. Oh hey, I actually have some quests from last time. You can use that to auto check, and oh my god, what? I think I got buffed because I suddenly have 890 hit points. What happened? Wow. Oh yeah, I got buffed. Let's see. Sound of Heart increases strength for 9 minutes, and Sound of Spirit increases max hit points for a short time. Awesome, I think a bard just buffed me. By the way, that is an advanced class, which you can't do the job change quest until you are level 80. I'm just gonna repeat that just in case the mic went retarded, and that is level 80. 80. So that's why I kept going back and forth with the game, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it this time, I can get far, I can do it. But then I end up getting bored and I left. Or I just couldn't find, you know, people to keep me interested. So it probably would help if you got friends, you know, to help keep you company while you grind mindlessly grind and do all these quests. Well, it's not mindlessly grinding all the time, because, well, there are lot more quests than when it just first opened. So that should help out a lot.